subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.
That's just how we roll. You know what it is, what it is. How we roll. You know what it is, what it is. That's just how we roll.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Listen, I want to thank you so much for tuning back in to At Home with Goldnbronze. I really do appreciate it. I realize that there are many other places that you could be today, and you decided to come in and check in with me. Today, we are going to talk about unacceptable behaviors, behaviors that you should never ever tolerate, even if you love them. Now, this is such an exciting topic because a lot of us get caught up in this. We just really do. Now, excuse me. Again, I want to welcome you back to At Home with Goldnbronze. If you are new, thank you. If you're recurring, thank you again. Here, we keep it real, we keep it healing, and we keep it moving forward, one lesson at a time. That's right, one lesson at a time. Tonight's conversation, it's not for the weak in the spirit at all. This is for the people who have been, overextending themselves, over explaining themselves, over loving people who undervalue, us. They undervalue you and me. And this episode is called, the behaviors that you should never tolerate, even if you love them. One second. Now, here on At Home with Goldnbronze, we don't try to be perfect. I'm at home. I'm chilling out here, and we just take it as it goes. So if there's a couple of hiccups, some boo-boos or whatever, just ignore that. Okay? Just ignore it. So we love the fact that we forgive too much, but healthy love, healthy friendships, and healthy family relationships, those are things in question. Healthy business relationships also. Those things require respect. And some of us, especially good-hearted people, we have tolerated behavior for years because we didn't want the conflict. We wanted peace, we wanted harmony, and we wanted to believe people would, change if you just love them harder. And a lot of times when we did try to explain or express our feelings, then we were the ones that was told something was wrong with us. We were too sensitive or crazy or whatever is in our heads. All of those things we were told. But baby, some folks don't need more chances. They need consequences. And I know that's hard for some people to hear because many of us, well, we were raised to keep the peace regardless. Chop it up. What can I tell you? I can tell you something tonight. If you constantly have to betray yourself to keep the peace, that ain't no peace to keep. That's survival mode. Wearing church clothes every day. Whew. And some of y'all know exactly what I mean. You're smiling in public and stressed in private, helping everybody while secretly exhausted, being loyal to people who wouldn't even lend you a napkin in a thunderstorm. Yep, I said it. And then people wonder why you changed. Why did you change? No, sweetheart. You didn't become cold. You became aware, awoke. There's a difference. Tonight, we're going to walk through behaviors you should never tolerate, not even in relationships, not in friendships, not in businesships, not even from your family. Sometimes. And yes, we're going to laugh a little too, because if we don't laugh, we might throw a lamp across the room or an ashtray on the floor or something like that. And lamps are just too expensive for that. So grab your tea, your coffee, your blanket, your journal, and let's talk about it. Let's get into it right now. Consistent disrespect. Yep. One of the first things you should never tolerate is consistent disrespect. Now, everybody can have a bad day. Everybody can get up frustrated. There's a difference between a moment and a pattern. A person that constantly belittles you, dismisses your feelings, talks over you, won't let you get a word in, embarrasses you publicly, or makes jokes at your expense, is showing you exactly how they view you, regardless to what they say. And some people disguise disrespect as humor. Oh, I was just joking. You're too sensitive. No, you weren't. You just didn't expect accountability. That's all. See, respectful people don't enjoy humiliating others, no matter how they do it. And public humiliation, now that's another behavior you should never normalize. Emails, text messages, whatever. Anybody that intentionally embarrasses you in front of others to feel powerful has internal issues they need to deal with. It has nothing to do with you, especially when they try to check you publicly but praise you privately. Beware, beware, beware. That's manipulation, not healthy. Healthy people correct privately and protect you publicly. And listen, if someone constantly makes you feel small, eventually your spirit starts shrinking to their fit comfort zone. Never make yourself tiny, so insecure people can feel tall. Manipulation through guilt. That's next. Now let's talk about it. Guilt manipulation. Again, some people deserve an Academy Award for this one. These are the folks that make you feel guilty for having boundaries. You finally say no after saying yes 947 times. And suddenly you are the villain. They'll say things like, "Oh, wow, you changed. I guess you don't care anymore. You're not the victim. After all, I'm done for you. Look how you're doing me." Meanwhile, the all they've done came with emotional invoices attached to them. See, manipulators give with strings attached. Healthy people give from love. Manipulative people give for leverage. And let me help somebody else tonight. You are not responsible for carrying grown adults emotionally, financially, mentally, and spiritually while they refuse to carry themselves. Some people just drain your energy because they refuse to recharge their own life. And every conversation becomes a crisis. That alone brings me to another unacceptable behavior. That is constant chaos. See, some people are addicted to chaos. If there's no drama, they create it. Every week, there's a catastrophe. Every month, there's a fallout. Every year, there's another enemy. At some point, you have to ask yourself, hmm, is everybody else really the problem, or is chaos their personality? Now life happens, hard seasons happen, I get that. But constant confusion, instability, fighting, emotional explosions, and dysfunction will wear your nervous system out. Some folks walk into a peaceful room and immediately bring a tornado energy. And when you distance yourself, they accuse you of acting funny. You're not the victim, they are. Nah, baby, I'm acting rested. There's a difference. Peace becomes addictive once you've survived too much chaos. And mature people protect their peace differently. Sometimes growth looks like not answering every call, not attending every argument, not rescuing everybody, and not explaining yourself constantly. That's peace. Because emotionally, healthy people don't require access to your exhaustion. Lying to keep the peace. A lot of people do that. This one right here, stop telling big lies and portraying fake versions of yourself just to keep the peace. A lot of people are exhausted because, they're performing, pretending they're okay, pretending they're not hurt, pretending they agree, pretending they're not tired, pretending they don't see the disrespect. And eventually, you don't even recognize yourself anymore. See, some people become professional peacekeepers and personal prisoners to others. Again, listen carefully. You should not have to betray your truth to maintain somebody else's comfort. That's unhealthy. Now, I'm not saying become rude or reckless, but honesty matters. And sometimes the most spiritual thing you can say is, that hurt me, what you just did. I disagree. I can't do that anymore. This relationship is unhealthy for me. I need my space. God didn't create you to disappear inside other people's dysfunction. No, not at all. There are people who never take accountability. You should never tolerate people who are allergic to accountability. You know the type. Nothing is ever their fault. It's because of this, that, and the other, but not them. If they cheated, you made them do it. If they lied, you misunderstood. If they exploded, you triggered them, or it was an illness. Baby, please. At some point, adulthood requires self awareness. And one of the biggest signs of emotional immaturity is someone who refuses to apologize because they are just messed up sincerely. Everything becomes, well, I'm sorry you felt that way, or it's not my fault. That's not an apology. That's customer service with attitude. Real accountability sounds like, I was wrong. I hurt you. I need to do better. There's no reason, no excuse. Simple, period. And let me tell you something powerful. A person who cannot self-reflect cannot sustain healthy relationships with anyone. And there are boundary violations. People who ignore your boundaries are telling you they value access more than they respect you. And some people only like the version of you that had no boundaries at all. The exhausted version of you, the overgiving version of you, the always available version of you. But once you start protecting your time, your money, your peace, your energy, suddenly they call you selfish. Suddenly you're victimizing them. But listen, boundaries are not punishment. They are instructions on how to love and respect you properly. And adults who get angry at boundaries usually benefited from you not having any at all. That part right there, write that down. Some people use people without reciprocity. That's another behavior you should never tolerate, is being constantly used. Now, kindness is beautiful, but there's a difference between generosity and being emotionally robbed. If someone only calls you when they need money, advice, favors, emotional support, connections, or for you to rescue them, that relationship is transactional only. And some people don't miss you, they miss what you provided to them. Are you tired yet? That realization hurts, but it also frees you. It frees you because once you stop over functioning for people, you quickly discover who genuinely values you. Lighter humor, is happy. And we can laugh for a second. Some people are so dramatic, you can't even tell them you're taking a nap. That's funny. You say, I'm going to rest. And suddenly they respond like you filed for divorce. Okay, then I'll just figure it out myself, guilting you. Yes, that was actually the original plan, for you to figure it out yourself. Please do. And why do some folks call you chaos before you even brush your teeth? They call you a chaos. Good morning. Nope. Straight into emotional warfare at 4:30, 5:30 to 8 o'clock a.m. Sir, I haven't even spoken to Jesus fully yet, and you're calling me with your chaos. I just can't do it. So think about that for a minute. When people call you before you even have a chance to have a talk with God with their chaos, that is total disrespect. They're always dumping in you. Excuse me, probably dumping away from you instead of dumping in you. You know, pouring out of the glass instead of pouring in the glass. I think that's a better way to say it. So as I close this evening, I want you to remember this. Your heart is precious. Your peace is precious. Your emotional well-being matters. Your spirit matters. And protecting yourself does not make you mean at all. It makes you wise. Some of us were taught that enduring mistreatment made us loyal. No, I beg to differ. Sometimes enduring mistreatment just means you forgot your value. And I'm speaking from a place of experience. All my life, I allowed people to speak to me harshly, misuse me, treat me unfairly, make me feel like if they couldn't dump on me, it was my fault. I'm victimizing them because I'm trying to keep the peace in myself. And what I did all those years is I forgot my own value. I did not protect myself. I allowed them to dump on me. You have to wake up. And at some point you do. When that same person does something that you just is unimaginable and then tells you after they hurt you, you're not the victim. They were victimized by you, but you're not the victim. If you allow that, you're forgetting your value. And healing often begins the moment you stop negotiating with behavior that damages your soul. Everybody cannot go with you into your next season of life. Some people were only assigned to a chapter of your life, not the whole book. And that's okay. You can love people and still require distance. You can forgive people and still close the door. You can pray for people and still protect your own peace. That part, those things can exist together. You do not have to take anybody's mental or emotional abuse to make them feel good about themselves. You have to protect your own mental health, your own peace, and you know how they make you feel. And if that feeling is not good, then you have to protect yourself. Nobody will protect you if you don't. So never let anybody make you feel like because you are protecting yourself from their emotional baggage, that something is wrong with you. Never let somebody abuse you, victimize you, and tell you you're not the victim. They are because you won't allow them to continue to do it. Yeah, just listen to that. That doesn't even sound right. And do whatever you have to do if you don't feel safe around that person. It doesn't matter who they are. Protect yourself. Protect your peace. Tonight, I hope somebody listening finally gives themselves permission to stop tolerating what has been slowly breaking them down. You deserve relationships where honesty exists, where respect exists, where accountability exists, where peace resides. And most importantly, you deserve to be able to be yourself without fear, exhaustion, or emotional punishment from anybody. So protect your peace, protect your spirit, protect your future. And remember this, God will take care of them. The right people will never require you to shrink in order to stay connected to them. This is Goldnbronze, and thank you for spending this time with me this evening here at Home with Goldnbronze. I really do appreciate it. And if you are new to listening to me, a lot of my podcasts are about things that I've experienced myself. And it took me years and years and years for the light bulb to switch on. I'm sure God gave me the sight to see these things before now, and I just didn't want to. But mental and emotional exhaustion will make you stand on the outside and look in. And you can love people, like I said, you can forgive them, you can do all of that without putting yourself in the line of fire. Okay, remember that. And if you are, I really do appreciate your support and your loyalty. Please continue to do so and share it, subscribe, hit that notification bell because you will be notified. So anything and everything that I talk about life, real life experiences that I've had and culture and some fun too. So come on and check them out. We're going to have a gospel singer and we're going to have a spiritual life coach and some more people too. So come on back. Until the next time, stay grounded, stay healing, and protect your peace like your life depends on it. Because sometimes it really, really does. Thank you again. Come back next Thursday, same time, same place. And remember, love up like I do. Bye bye.